Hey guys, welcome back. When was the last time we spoke? Man, it feels like it's almost last year. Well, it is last year. Happy New Year, people! Alright, back to business. In today's episode, we may not touch base on pretty much everything. We may not do a full-on repair. It's more like just regroup to see exactly what we need to do. We might end up doing something small, like probably just painting the door jambs and everything. We might tidy up the garage. I bought some shelves, I bought some toolboxes and everything, just to organize the garage. We're talking about our game plan for this year. Thank God 2020 is over. Boy, it was a year. It was a year. A lot of people got impacted. My heart goes out to everyone who got impacted. I know my father got sick, and thankfully he's in a better shape now, so everything is fine. So I feel that yes, 2020 wasn't an easy one on most of us. Let's just say a lot of people, if they haven't got sick, they may impact it financially, if not financially, emotionally, if not emotionally. It's just psychologically. It wasn't a good year. That's behind us, it's past. Quit living in the past, let's live on the future. So 2021, Happy New Year. What are we doing here? We'll see how that goes. Just to recap, last time we opened the doors, we removed all the seals and everything from the door. So basically the game plan was to prep this area for paint. Once this one is painted and ready, then we can install the new doors inside. We got stuck pretty much on one spot, which is this area. I know you can't see it this way too far. I'll bring you guys closer, but basically this is the striker, the door striker. Let me just show you. This area. Yep. Okay, so basically I managed to get one bolt out, the other one I couldn't get it. And I tried with the WD-40, I tried with a vice grip, I tried with other tools to just apply some force to get it out, and I failed miserably thus far. So I'm trying to think about an alternative solution. Either I'll just reinstall the thingy back into place, put the bolts back in, mask it and just paint around it. I received an advice from one of my subscribers. He's actually another fellow YouTuber. His channel called Rona Garage. Go to his channel, check it out, show him some love, throw a like, a comment, just tell him like you were there, Sal recommended to check you out. He gave me a good advice. He said buy something called Mini Doctor. So it's basically it's more like a device that heats up a metal piece, and once it heats up, basically it helps in these situations. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because when you imagine it, it doesn't make sense. We're talking about something like this. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. Yep. So now you can clearly see the price is not cheap. So like I said, basically it's just a metal. The name Doctor, I guess, derivative from magnetic induction or conductor. So it's just a metal shape. It heats up with the power and pretty much everything, of course. And when it heats up, it helps loosen up the area. Why heat? Well, you know how the metal reacts to heat and cold. Shrinks, expands, a lot of things happen. So when you think about it this way, applying heat on the area loosens up the area because the metal will expand basically. If there is any Loctite, glue, whatever you name it, it melts. Heat is just basically does that. So that's it. That was what he recommended. If you're watching the video now, thank you so much for your advice, but as you can see from the photos that I showed you guys on eBay, it's almost 400 bucks. We're trying to do something on a DIY, on a budget style, so I may not go that route. I may go in a different alternative one. I bought something else. Another YouTuber actually recommended for me to do this, to buy this device. Whilst it may look like just your normal screwdriver, because it has the screws, bits and everything, it's different. This is called impact wrench. Impact wrench socket screwdriver. It's a mouthful. Long story short, you use the tip that you need, put it on the screw, and it is heavy duty. You hammer it. Literally, you hammer it. So you just bring a hammer and just bam, bam, bam. The thing is, as you hammer it, this area spins. So as you hammer, it spins, which means the more you apply pressure over here, the more it forces the screwdriver to loosen up the bolt. So the idea behind it, to use it over here, put it on the spot, get a hammer, hammer it. Each time you stroke it with the hammer, it forces the bolt to loosen up. If this works, it's all good and well. If it doesn't work, anything could happen. It's 2021 now, so anything could happen. Enough yapping. By the way, this one cost me only 20 bucks. So yeah. Big shout out to Rana Garage for your advice. Thank you so much for that. I'll leave the link in the description to his channel. Please show him some love, just to show him like this is Aussie style love. So appreciate it. Let me just set the camera in position, because the game plan is wet sand this area, clean it all up, give this one another go using this tool, and see if it works out. If it works out, it's all good and well. If it doesn't, like I said, I'm just gonna put the bolt back in and I'll just carry on with masking it. Once that is done, I'll mask the area, get the car inside and apply the paint. In theory, that's what we're planning to do. See how that goes, okay? Well, you know. See what I've done there? I put the old bolt, the one that I took out first, so I put it back in to apply pressure. I used this one, so I gave it a bit of a love tap. Once that is done, it got loosened up just a bit, enough for me to bolt it back in. As I put it back in, it came back into the original place. All what I had to do is just remove it, and now it works. So now we know for a fact that we got the problematic bolt out. I can remove this one because I already removed it before. And once I do, what will happen is that metal piece at the back that holds it, most likely it's gonna fall. And that is why I removed pretty much the, what was it called? Yeah, seat belt bracket and everything. So what happened is, let's just try to remove this one out, get this one out, remove the metal piece from the inside, and that concludes removing everything. Well, I still need to remove those plastic thingies from over here. It's just like a tape. I'll remove them. I'll quick wet sand everything, and it should be ready for paint. Good purchase for a $22.50. $22.50 on eBay. And it took what, 4 days shipping? So not bad, not bad. All right. This is getting really out of control. Look at it. I barely have space. And it's just so all over the place. I guess it's time to do something about it. Luckily, Super Cheap Auto came to rescue. Managed to buy this one, this toolbox, and those two shelves. Well, each one of them is 4-tier shelf that can hold up to 50K, so that's not bad. Believe it or not, each shelf costs $16 only. $16. And this one came down to 120. I guess it's about time, because I've got quite a lot of mess over here that I need to sort it out in order to proceed with fixing, repairing and all. I've got my tools all over the place. Let's unpack them and see how that goes. I think I better use the trick that a lot of YouTubers they do, where they just do this, How come it works on YouTube, but it doesn't work on me? Huh. Could be the other hand? Nope. Let me Google it and get back to you guys.
A few moments later.
Alright, I think I figured it out. There's a magic word that you're gonna have to say in order to get it sorted out. So, here goes nothing. Hakuna Matata. There you go. See? Told you. The trick works. Everything is sorted out. You've got this one on wheels. I can easily move it whatever I want. Plus, I've got plenty of space in here. I've organized the shelves. Now this mess over here, you gotta have to understand each bag inside contains something to do with the car. So you've got the headlights that we've tinted, you've got mirrors, you've got the door trims and all, the old miscellaneous stuff. That's why I just kept them over here, because I need them easy access. I've got my tools over here, and these are the new 2 shelves. Everything's sorted out, starting from the cleaning supplies at the top to paint supply and paint preparation and pretty much everything. The rest I kept them in boxes because keep in mind we're gonna paint inside, so the more protected my tools are, the better. That way the overspray wouldn't even annoy them. So everything so far is good. I just need to clean up the remaining mess over here. That way I can bring the car inside because it looks like it's gonna rain. And wet sanding is complete. I used the heat gun to remove the rubber thingy that was there. It's basically just like a sponge thingy over there just to protect us so when the door closes and shut it wouldn't bang. So I removed that. I think no, I lied. That rubber thingy over here basically was underneath the plastic trim, so it's not that important to me. Anyways, I removed it. I've got some remaining glue left over. Anything else, it's all sanded well and good, because let's just face it, this area is going to be inside, which means it's not going to be shown to the public that often. And remember, even this area, there was the plastic metal piece over here, then there were the trims and pretty much everything. I don't know if you can see, but it is raining. This is how we kickstart the new year, with rain. Cool. Hey, it's better for me. I didn't need to wet sand it. God is doing that for me, so that's good. All is good, wet sanded here and there. All what I need to do now is just another quick touch up wet sand. Then I'll get a mop and just clean it all up. Once it's all cleaned up, I'll get it inside so that I'll dry it. I'll start masking process and hopefully we'll paint. And that's a big hopefully. All right, we got the car inside and it's super tight. I had to put it the other way so that I can have this much space for me to paint this area basically. Yeah, we did wet sand it. We mopped it just a bit. Mind you, I did not use the wax and grease removal yet. It's just basically a quick cleanup. Now is the fun part where I actually clean it, mask it, and apply a plastic in order to protect the inside. And after that, we'll go ahead with the paint. Just worth mentioning, normally when it's cold, when it's rainy, it's a bad time to paint because the paint needs time to adhere and to actually dry. This is Australia, baby, okay? So whilst it rains, it's still hot. So temperature-wise now, and this is basically a weird weather, temperature now is like 24, 25, which is enough. It's not bad. Rain slightly stopped for now. I doubt that it's gonna remain like this. Most likely it's gonna rain a bit more. So yeah, enough talking, more working. Let's put some muscle to it, all right? Let's wax grease, let's mask, and I'll show you how it looks like before. My machine is right over there. I'm gonna get it out. That way I don't have to worry about the drama going on over there, okay? Well, there you have it. Apologies for the wind noise. I'm actually out. Once I start painting, I'm probably gonna close the shutter door. I've got my tarp, covered up the whole car. There you go. Everything is covered, protected, and this is the area where I need to paint. You see, doesn't have any plastic to it, and everything is properly sealed up inside. So any paint will go that way. Basically, the inside compartment is going to be all protected on both sides. Over here, just to let you know, this is the exterior of the car, so I'm gonna paint it once everything is done. So if there's an overspray, that's fine, it's not gonna be a problem. The main issues, the glass and the areas that I'm not gonna paint, that's why I needed to protect them. Even the wheels, you see, even the wheels on both sides protected. I'll put some more plastic top just to protect my area over here, and we'll get on with it. Mix up some paint and shoot some paint before things get a bit messy outside. Cool. All right, I've got everything essential covered up and protected, so I don't need to worry about that. I've got my paint mixed up and everything. Again, we're going with ratio 1:1. Couple wax and grease remove rounds, we're done, so everything should be all right, hopefully to the best. No contaminant, no nothing. This area, remember when we had a bit of a damage, I fixed the damage and I've applied some primer over there to cover up any small imperfections. So everything is good, everything is fine. Due to the small tight place, I'm not gonna show you the paint. It's basically pretty much the same concept. You just switch the machine on, make sure that your spray pattern is good. I don't want it to be way too wide. I want it to be slightly small so that I can focus on the areas that I need. And once all is done, then it should be all right. I'll give it a quick quote and I'll show you exactly how that's gonna look like, okay? All right, paint is complete. I gave it 3 fresh quotes and it looks amazing. I know because it's inside the garage you may not see the difference, but look at this. And I can say clearly, comfortably, that I'm getting good at it. I'm getting better at it. I don't have any runs, okay, everything is perfect, and this is the area that it was damaged. Now it's repaired. Not perfect, but it is repaired. Everything is perfect. All the areas that will be visible to the eye are now painted and looks brilliantly beautiful. I'm just gonna let it dry. Meanwhile, I'll clean up some mess, and after that I'll just remove the tarp out of the car and get the car outside so that we can have a quick and good look at it. Cool. All right, how about a better shot? We got the masking tape, masking tarp, everything out. The car is not completely dry, but it's dry enough. I got it outside. Check it out. Check how the color is perfect. Covers up pretty much all the areas. This is just a plastic piece. I wasn't bothered to remove it, so I just left it there. Everything is painted. You see, the factory paint didn't even go past the hinge. I went more. These areas will be all completely protected and covered by the fender, so don't worry about it. Check this one out. Check how shiny it looks. Everything is perfect. And this is the beer pillar. Look at it. Everything is perfect. Perfect. Small run, but that's all right because we've got this seal that will cover it up, so I don't worry about that. This area, see, all is completely dry to touch. Man, this area is just perfect. Look how shiny. Wow. And this is from a distance. Now imagine the whole car looks as good as this paint. Eventually it will. Eventually it will. So now we've done all the interior of this side, which means comfortably we can put back all the trims and pieces that we took off and put even the striker, put the doors back in, the new doors, the ones that we painted. Once it's done, then at least this area from the inside is complete. Most likely, I'll do exactly the same thing on the other side. Take the doors out, paint them, paint the door jambs, and pretty much everything. So it's pretty much the whole thing is just on repeat. Oh wow, I'm happy with that. Really am. It's getting along, folks. It's a new year. It's a new year. Just a quick update. just to show you the contrast between the old color and the new color. That's the new one, and this is the old one. Look. I didn't paint this area, so you can clearly tell the difference. But look how it just changes to smooth, perfect. Apart from this area. Sorry about that. Apart from this area, this is where the damage happened, and trust me, it's 50% far much better. But yeah, and this is a look from the. There you go. Apologies for the wind. Told you guys it's rainy today, so it is expected to happen. Cool. I didn't expect that we're gonna do that, but hey, it's 2021. Everything is possible this year. Thank God. We're done with that side. Hopefully the second side will be next on the agenda. We cleaned up the garage, as you can clearly see behind me. Still a mess, but mind you, it's not what it used to be, I suppose. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, please do so. And until I see you next time. Yalla.